Good morning, everyone. I'm going to be sharing with you what my morning looks like. So usually it'll start about 6. I did not start get going until around 6:30. But when I wake up, I first go put my contacts in, wash my face, brush my teeth, and then I'll go ahead and get ready to let the dogs out and do a small workout. Once the dogs have been out, I'll go ahead and work out. I did have my appendix out a couple weeks ago, so my workout has really only been about 15 minutes or so is kind of what I've worked up to. It's not much, but it's a start for me. And then while I'm downstairs, I'll go ahead and just check on all the animals, go ahead and let the chickens out if the sun is out, check on bunnies, check on goats, and make sure everyone's food and water's all topped off. Typically, I tend to everyone in the middle lunchtime of day when my son's down for his nap. But if I notice that anyone needs anything, I'll go ahead and tend to it now. Once everyone outside is taken care of, I'll go ahead and move inside. I'm gonna go ahead and feed our fish, and then I will make my kind of apple cider vinegar ginger drink, and then go ahead and feed the dogs as well. This drink is absolutely horrible, and it will take me pretty much almost most of the morning to kind of choke it down, but I like to drink this before I drink my protein shake. Once I fed the dogs, I went ahead and hopped in the shower, and then I'm gonna make our bed. I find that whenever I make my bed first thing in the morning, it always helps me feel more productive throughout the day. I don't know if that's just me or if that's everybody, but if it is you, go ahead and make your bed this morning. I also like to get one load of laundry at least started before he gets up, so that way I can it's easier for me to kind of manage switching out laundry throughout the day if I've at least got one load started. And then with that, I had a few minutes before he was ready to get up, so I went ahead and worked on publishing my Etsy listings. I pre-make my designs the week before enough so that way I can post just a couple a day, and then so I'll go ahead and post those and push them to Pinterest, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my planner reorganized this morning as well. Here's a snapshot of what my planner looks like, and then I'm going to go ahead and vacuum real quick before he's up. Once I get him up, I won't record that. I like to spend quality time with him and give him one-on-one time in the morning without anything around or any distractions. So once we've had our one-on-one time, I'm going to go ahead and swap over that laundry. This is where he's going to go ahead and help assist with the hermit crabs. He loves these things, and once first thing in the morning wants to go over, make sure they're fed, make sure they're in their feeder, and then spray down their cage as well. During this time, I went ahead and finished my detox drink, so I'm going to go ahead and make my protein shake. And I just use maca powder, Java protein coffee, and I use about half a scoop because I do green tea later and don't like a bunch of caffeine. And then I do a collagen powder in about, I would say, 8 to 12 ounces of water, mix it up really good, and then add in a Fairlife protein shake. As you'll see, my mixer broke. I have not been a fan of this one, so I might have to get me a new one soon. But this keeps me full throughout the day, and it adds a lot of protein and not a lot of calories for my breakfast. I'll typically snack on whatever I make my son for breakfast, but this kind of just gets me started for the day. While he is now independently playing, I'll go ahead and start whatever section I'm cleaning for the day. So on Mondays, I'm cleaning the kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and empty our dish drain. We had a very big dinner last night, which explains all the dishes. And I'm going to go ahead and wash out our dish drain and wipe down the counters and the mat that our dishes dry on. I'll be doing a different video later on in the week, basically kind of explaining my days that I clean and how I've kind of chosen that and how it works for me. It might not work for everyone, but if you're looking to get into a better rhythm of cleaning, if you're a stay-at-home mom or just a mom in general, be sure to be on the lookout and subscribe to our channel to make sure you don't miss that video. Once the dishes are done, I'm going to go ahead and tidy up our coffee station. We were sick. I shouldn't say we. My husband was sick a week ago, so I had medicine still sitting out. So I'm going to go ahead and get those organized up in our pantry. And then I will restock our sugar. I typically restock the coffee drawer as well, but we just so happen to have ran out. So that's on my grocery list to grab. But this is normally where I restock. I go through all of our fruits and any onions or anything that we have next to our coffee cups and just kind of tidy up the area in general. Another important thing is to make sure that you're keeping your Keurig cleaned. I'll go ahead and wash both of these, and then I do steam the top of it as well, just to kind of make sure we get out any grinds or any like moisture or anything that's in there that shouldn't be. But I do this about once a week or so, just cleaning the Keurig machine. Once I've tackled a little bit of the kitchen, I'm going to go ahead and make my son some breakfast. He's been very big into waffles. I think what helps is I put the syrup in a little container that he can pour over his waffles, and he loves being able to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and make some waffles real quick, and then I'll spend some time and play with him while these are cooking, and then we'll sit down and eat our breakfast. Once we've had our breakfast, it's time to go ahead and fold our laundry and go ahead and get the next load going. I had to run to the dump this morning. I ended up cleaning out a bunch of the chicken coops, and I also found a stash of hidden eggs. So I had some trash that needed to go to the dump. So we're going to go ahead and make that run real quick. And then once we get back, I normally like to allow my son at least an hour or two to play outside before his nap. So I'm going to let him run wild and play outside when we get back. Our mornings typically move pretty slow, but that's what I love about living on the farm, and I love that I get to raise him in this environment. Here's a clip of one of our bunnies out. If we are outside for an extended amount of time, I let our bunnies free roam outside, obviously keeping a close eye, making sure that nothing can fly over top of them and get them, or nothing can get to them through in the cage. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching.